Alright folks, and here is your weekly dose of 𝘋𝘠𝘮𝘮𝘮𝑠. So let's take a look at the news for last week. But Object 780 event is now over as of this morning, so basically 5 days short of buying a tier 10 or buying a tier 10 if you're quick with some special numbers and designation for your vehicle. But the whole event is practically over in the matter of few hours because of the special hype with the skin, and then it's fizzled out or something, I don't know. So it's not like black market with like 2 weeks or a week of hype with it. So Wargaming blew their load pretty quick, and the numbers sold out in the matter of few hours, like 4 hours on the North American server. So everything is back to normal, I guess, after a few hours, but that's the hype. So it's not bad. But after I log in this morning, there was a special message that said the assembly shop is now over, but we will plan on a future project or something like that along those lines. So Wargaming possibly will bring back the assembly shop for another vehicle, but I do not know which tier 10 is on the lineup. There's a lot of tier 9s like the Object 590 or a bunch of the upcoming tier 9s, so they could do it for tier 9s, but for tier 10s it's a little bit sporadic or less of a candidate pool, if that's making sense, I guess. But alright, so we're going to get siphoned again with all the resources, but I don't have anything to spend it on, so free XP is useless to me practically. And funny enough, after about a month of grinding with here or there sporadic premium time from the battle pass and about 300% free XP personal boosters while I'm playing, I got about 80,000 free XP in a month or so. So practically for 50,000 XP or free XP, that's like half a year's worth of grinding without using it. I mean, it's alright, I guess. So use all the free XP you earn in half a year just for a tier 10 that you don't actually play, practically. Great. Alright, moving on. Road Trip, which is the special event on the North America server, will end pretty soon, so use up all your coins and stuff. It's until the 14th, so likely Thursday or so, but or Wednesday practically. But use all those coins for a 𝘚𝘶𝘮𝘮𝘮𝘮, the Chafee Hellcat, if you don't have one, so that's good. That costs about 50 coins. Or a bunch of skins if you don't have it, like the pink skin, which is great, or the wavy blue one, which is also nice. The red coat, blue coat, American Revolution thing, that's whatever. Okay. So some of the skins are not been offered or haven't been offered on the Twitch Prime or Prime loot box thing or on the actual store page, so it's nice to get for collection purpose, but it doesn't matter much. So alright, speaking of the 𝘚𝘶𝘮𝘮𝘮𝘮, you should have enough coins from watching Twitch all these 3 months or so for the 𝘚𝘶𝘮𝘮𝘮𝘮 on the Twitch drop page or Twitch shop, or you could have enough coins this week for the Poodle Panther, or the Tiger. I think it's a Japanese Tiger, not the Tiger 131 or 217. There are like 3 of them, but it's only the Japanese one that's offered, so unfortunate. It would be great if they actually offered the 217 or 131, but they're not going to, unfortunately. Alright, that's enough about the events going on right now. 1.17.1 will be coming out this week, so mostly the frontline changes and some bug fixes and other stuff. So okay, there is a fun random mode on July 15th. So it says experimental battles according to non-standard rules you could play in a platoon of 2 to 3 players. And for the JPEGs or the pictures they leaked, there are floating vehicles in a desert map. So is it like the special gravity, I don't know, blitz kind of a Mars attack or lunar attack situation? I don't know. So that would be fun, at least for a little while. So fun random mode on July 15th. We also talk about the nerfs on the super test for the T-29 and the M44, and buffs for some of the other American heavy tanks. So yeah, we'll see what happens, but T-29 nerf is a little bit too much. I mean, you can nerf it by 1 second of the reload, not like 2, but hey, what the hell do I know? They actually buff, like you guys said, they buffed the 90mm, so spamming gold shell with the 90. That has actually 250-ish millimeters of pen, so Wargaming promotes gold shell spam, practically. Fine, whatever. But we'll see what happens, and I'm looking forward to the T-32. T-32 is one of the best, in my opinion. It's like the ultimate Pershing, for that matter, but alright. We saw the preview of the 𝘋𝘢𝘺𝘴 with the auto reloader, the reversed Russian auto reloader, but it has less armor than something of a 𝘋𝘢 shielded, sure, but it has 6 rounds of the clip of the 85 or something. I mean, it bursts about 660 damage, which is more than enough for any vehicles other than heavies at tier 5. And some vehicles at tier 6 too, like 𝘚𝘶𝘮𝘮𝘮 at tier 6. So it one-shots practically. And even if you don't one-shot with the whole clip, it only takes 4 seconds for the first shell to be reloaded. So the same as the 𝘋𝘢 shielded, or the actual 𝘋𝘢, I think. So actually the actual 𝘋𝘢 has about 5 seconds of reload, or 6, one of which, but yeah, there's no drawback after you finish your clip and for the next shell to be loaded in that Russian auto reloader. So that's not cancerous at all. That's not toxic. Anyways, I'm being sarcastic. So we'll do a preview of the 𝘋𝘢𝘺𝘴 and the Italian 𝘚𝘶𝘮𝘮𝘮, likely coming at the end of summer. So they release all the lines from tier 5 all the way to tier 10, and it looks like heavy tanks without view range, without that much health, but limited turret traverse, hold down positions, and sort of an Italian gimmick of an autoloader. So I mean, shake things up on the very few maps we have. Like I said all the way back in the super test, give us more places to place our dildos rather than more dildos, right? So give us more maps rather than more dildos to play with. Alright, moving on. 3 maps were mentioned getting worked on. So Sand River gets worked on with more cover for some of the sides. Melanovka, the Camp Fest, that thing is, so that's good. And the return of Oyster Bay, now for ready on the actual server, not the recon mission. So that's the tropical one with a gigantic valley to the bottom of the map and a air base to the top of it. So it's nice, but it's only the island. The whole map is kind of small when you think about it. It's a little bit small. There's a bunch of ocean on the edge of the map, so that's useless practically. Alright, but Wargaming has a weird way of introducing maps. I mean, just one per patch, or a few patches too. Why not just give us like a map pack of 5 or more instead of just one? I mean, you took 2 maps away from the Russian conflict. You took the Kursk map and the Kharkov map, one of which, and just took that away. But you only give us back 1. So that's still on a negative increase or something. I don't know. Give us more maps, that's what I'm trying to say. More places to place our dildos rather than more dildos to play with. And finally, Clan Wars stuff, called the Iron Age, is coming out next week. So there is a special 121B style for the 121B, but it will be micro patched in, so it's not in the game files already, but it looks pretty decent. I still prefer the M60 skin that you can only get from Clan Wars, but wouldn't it be great if all the stuff from Clan Wars were available in the actual bond shop? So you could buy the Chieftain or any of the Object 907s in the bond shop instead of playing with Clan Wars. That way people won't complain about the vehicles because you can buy it. I mean, even if you jack up the price to like 35,000 bonds for the Chieftain, I think people won't complain as much if you offered it to everybody with the vehicle. So what the hell do I know? Well, there you go, folks. That's pretty much all the news for last week. So not that much stuff going on. We had July 4th happen, but there were no discounts. What the hell? I was waiting for a discount on equipment and consumables. Nothing happened. What the frick? There's also no crew training discount or, I don't know, equipment stuff. Mostly equipment, so I need to buy a bunch of equipments. Vehicle discount, none of that stuff. So, okay. Why? It's one of the biggest events throughout the whole summer or year, but no discounts for some reason. That's unfortunate. Oh, speaking of crew retraining, there's actually a special ticket thing that was spotted on the test server for 1.17.1, and it's like the demounting kit ticket thing, which you can demount equipments for free and send them to the garage without paying the 10 gold or so. Whereas this time it's about 200 gold for the 100% crew retraining thing, right? So there's a ticket for freely retraining your crew to a 100%. So retraining the skills like, I don't know, 6th Sense or Brothers in Armor or something. So that's pretty nice when you think about it, because sometimes you don't have enough points for 100%ing the situational awareness, not situational awareness, safe stowage or 6th Sense or Brothers in Arms or Sisterhood of Steel, one of the which they called it. But after you finish grinding everything, you can actually retrain your crew without spending gold or getting the deficit of training only to like 90% with credits. So yeah, I mean, more quality of life improvements that should be happening or should have happened a long time ago, but at least better late than never. So crew retraining tickets or kits or whatever you call those things, that's nice. And God, it was such a bare minimum of an event for Independence Day. No discounts, nothing, nada. No equipment discounts, no consumable discounts, no crew retraining or free XP conversion, no discounts on actual vehicles that I remember. Oh, were there? I didn't buy anything. I think they might have been, but I don't know. I was looking forward to equipment discount, buying more equipments and stockpiling them, but were there 5Xs? I think there were 5Xs for Independence Day, but then again, it's been a week. So, okay, great. Well, there you go, folks. SMondays with Sam. Another daily or weekly dose of random garbage and gameplay, but hopefully 1.17.1 wouldn't be that bad, and we should expect at least the test server for 1.18 somewhere around the end of this month, because obviously we have 1 month left for the Warhammer stuff until Battle Pass Season 19, right? Is it 19th? It's 17th, 18th, 19th. So 19th battle pass. At least we need to test it, hopefully, or not. But we'll see what happens. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back next week with more news. Another weekly dose of SMondays. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Starry, starry night. Paint your palette blue and gray. Look out on a summer's day with eyes that know the darkness in my soul.